people see things. People sat in cabinets, they saw what happened. People have their reservations on how some things happen. And in any electoral laws, these things happen.
Okay.
You have so many things coming up, bubbling to the top.
You're not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's spokesperson, but I know you know him enough. What do you know about the extent to which Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was allowed to work as vice president?
If you ask me this, I was also an appointee in government. Your constitution is clear about the mandate of a vice president. Despite that fact, we saw his meaningful contribution. We saw times where he was assigned to roles.
Was he given enough room to operate?
I believe that he had enough room to do what he had to do. But there were certain points in time. And this story, I'm not the one to speak for him or to also invalidate the views of other people where they felt that in this instance, he said, do not touch this, and he was ignored. I can't invalidate that line.
Because of the source? Because of the source of information?
It also is a pointless conversation because we can't go back to that time to correct anything. But what I do know is that despite the fact that if indeed he was meeting resistance, if indeed he was being sidelined by the former Minister of Finance as far as consultation and other processes are concerned, and he didn't think to come and scuttle the affairs of government and the party to put his interests first. But despite that fact, I'm saying that despite that fact, he has continued to exercise a sense of judgment. Okay. He's continued to be meticulous in what information he gives out as far as his person or his work is concerned. When people are given opportunities, they do the best they can.
Okay.
In the stead, he was not the president.
True.
He's now seeking to be president. Okay. And in that, champion his vision for the country and the party as well.
Let me ask you this. I get it when you say that let's allow what has happened in the past to remain in the past. Let's move on. But you see, today, his competitors or his contenders are raising questions or issues about his competence, right? Which competence they trace to his 8-year vice presidential role, right?
We started this conversation before.
Don't worry. Honorable,
my NDMP showed up. We've discussed this at length.
When I land
that what held true.
But when I land, you will appreciate me.
Okay, you are listening.
You will clap for me.
I'll clap for you.
You've always done for me. Now, I have had people ask that, look, right now we don't know whether the thing is true or not. Wait to see. Somebody says the man was allowed to work, somebody says the man was not allowed to work. Maybe it's about time the vice president himself grants an interview. And it's just a question to ask what you think about that suggestion.
I think that
to help us appreciate.
If I help her as well. To help you.
For me,
the challenges that he faced
let me
as
tell
vice
you,
president.
it's inconsequential.
And whether it's fair or unfair
to tag
him as whether he's able to do his job or not.
Inconsequential.
You still believe so?
I believe so.